What's up everyone, it's your boy Jaco here. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different than what I normally do besides just my normal montages. Today I'm wanting to do a little tutorial and teach people how to air dribble and how to freestyle a little bit more frequently. I will go over my settings just in case anybody wants to try to use my settings. We'll go over my controls and my camera. Really, that's about it. But these are my camera settings. These are the ones that I feel most comfortable with when freestyling and air dribbling and doing my dribbles on ground. And here's my controls. This is the beginning part of my controls. I kind of do a little differently. I like my steering sensitivity to be a little bit lower than my aerial sensitivity, which is a little different. My aerial sensitivity is jacked all the way up. Once you get used to that, you have a lot more control of your car, in my opinion. Everybody has their own opinions, but this is what I run with. And then for my bindings, I have everything's pretty much standard for my bindings except for my air roll right and my air roll left, and I don't bind air roll to anything. And then my drift will be L1. Where's my drift at here? My power slide is L1, and then you just have to switch things around, like my scoreboard is now square. But that's the gist of my controls. You set L1 and R1 is air roll right, and air roll left is L1 and air roll right is R1. Those are my controls, and now I will get into explaining a little bit about how to do some air dribbling. My first tip for air dribbling would be to get consistent at popping the ball towards the net. Virtually, you want to be able to come up the wall, you want to take the ball off the wall, and then you want to just be able to pop it towards the net like that every time. It's going to set you up for nice, crisp air dribbles. So no matter where you're at, you want to be able to pop it towards the net. And once you get used to being able to pop it towards the net, almost any time you want, basics, you're going to want to take it up the wall, and you're going to just want to follow the ball. Get really consistent at being able to follow the ball, feathering your boost. If you watch, I feather my boost. I don't ever really hold my boost. It's just a tap, a tap, a tap. It's how you stay with the ball and not hit the ball too far from yourself. You want to do that until you get fairly consistent at it, to where you're able to almost take it off the wall and air dribble it straight to net almost every time. I'll take it off. Just do a couple little touches, bring it down into the net. And then once you get more comfortable with that, you can start adding spins and start getting fancier with it. There's nothing really that I can tell you that is going to instantly make you better. It's just practice, practice, practice. Now another big tip I can give you, if you watch how I break right there, I let the ball roll up the wall first. I never follow the ball too close. And then once you get efficient at it, you'll be able to hit things like these. Now if you watch on this next one, you can actually see the ball come off the wall just a tiny bit when I'm air dribbling it. And that's where you initially want to catch the ball. Right there. Bam. Catch it off the wall, and you start your drag. Now when air dribbling, sometimes you want to take it a little bit higher than the net and then bring it down into the net just to take your defenders off their defense a little bit. So what you do is you'll take it a little faster up the wall and get your pop a little bit harder so you can take it a little higher. And that's initially how you can set up double touches, passes off the backboard, etc., etc. It just opens your horizon so much by doing that. And then sometimes just doing a little pinch at the end will just throw your opponents off. You don't always have to double touch. Now, if you watch here, you can actually see my mistake. I rushed the ball a little bit too much here off the wall, and I don't get my pop. So So therefore now I'm on the left side of the goal trying to make a play, and I just couldn't. So sometimes you just don't want to rush it as much. You just want to be a little more patient with it. Now if you watch here on this one, I'm a little bit more patient. I let the ball rope the wall first. I don't rush it. And my pop's is so much more crisp, and everything's heading towards the net. All I gotta do is follow the ball, nice and easy. So now here's an example of what happens when you actually rush the ball and you push it way too hard off the wall. You just won't be able to get a touch because you'll just slam it into the ceiling, just pretty much like that. You don't really have much of a choice other than hit the ceiling once you hit it that hard. So that's why you really want to be patient and make sure you get your pop off the wall nice and crisp. Here's another example of just going way too fast, way too hard, and just slamming into the ball and not giving any room to set your air dribble, and nothing. Now if you watch this next one, you can see how much more slower I let it roll, how much more time I give the ball to go up the wall, and it's just an easy peasy follow after that. And I really want to thank everyone for tuning in. I'm just going to end it on some nice little freestyle clips that I got. And everyone, thank you very much. Please enjoy.